This is the PineScript support plugin, which makes you possible to code and implement PineScript files for TradingView in your JetBrains IDEs like IntelliJ. There might be a trial version available where you can test it out for like 7 days, and afterwards this will be a commercial too. You will have to buy it, otherwise like the syntax highlighting and the formatter etc. will be deactivated and you will have to purchase it. In the second part of the video I will be showing how you can set up a multi-file splitted project to split your single file into multiple Pine files and integrate them in completion when compiling to a single file that you can move over to TradingView and integrate it into TradingView. Let's start off with the syntax highlighting. For example, in this Pine file you can see several colors for keywords like strategy, like input, like also for Boolean variables, for integers, for floats, etc., like everything that you know from well-known programming languages. You can also change the appearance to like a light theme or dark theme, like the IDE will pretty much adapt and the colors will change accordingly. The next important feature is the formatter. Like for example, here you see a pretty non-formatted Pine file, and if you use the formatter using the hotkeys, it will be formatted pretty much as you know it from other programming languages. The next feature is the autocompletion, which means you get suggestions for writing code, and whatever there is available in the language, you will get a suggestion just to easily complete the words that you have been typing. The next important feature is code inspections, which means that you will see warnings or errors whenever there is something not following the grammar of PineScript. Like for example, we have obviously version 4 of PineScript, and you have syntax of version 5, which is because of the namespace here. And if you hover over it, you will see the related message that the request namespace is not available in Pine version 4. You have two ways to circumvent this. For obvious reasons, you could remove the request or you could upgrade to Pine version 5. And there are two ways to do so. You could go into the settings, and if you go to the PineScript section, you can set the version of Pine to, for example, version 5. Now this will be version 5 then, and whenever you do the code change here, this will be accepted. Now you might be irritated because there is still version 4 in the code, but you have said in the IDE that you want it to be version 5. You can go back to the default and say, I don't want to have a version set, and then it looks for exactly the string that you see here, and then you will see the version again. Now in the last section of this tutorial, I want to show you how you can create a PineScript project for TradingView in your JetBrains IDE like IntelliJ and split it into multiple files, even though that in TradingView you can only insert one big file. Like what you should do is you can split up your single file into multiple files that delegate the responsibilities of code to the regarding related file. Like what you can do next, what I would suggest is write a script, which could be like, for example, this generate.js JavaScript file. And this file basically reads all of that files statically. And when it has read all of that files, it basically just uses the content, reads the file and puts it into a file writer, writing the output into the final result, which is, for example, this file that is defined here. Then you can go into that file, copy it, and paste it into TradingView. There's one thing, like you might have a file declaration, a field declaration in one file, and you might use it in another file. Then there will be a warning in the other file because it's not aware of the declaration of the other file. So if you decide to use a multi-file PineScript environment, please go to the settings again and mark it. I am splitting the project into multiple Pine files, therefore do not show undeclared warnings. That's exactly what we want to have. And if everything works fine, copy and paste the code into TradingView and it should work. If not, if there is something not supported, please go to the JetBrains marketplace. There is a URL where you can insert your tickets and give a comment, and we are working on this very closely to fix it and to have this product 100% confirm with PineScript, the latest version.